Sherman and Tingle in the morning.
You know, it's one of the greatest things about going to Vegas. Let me ask you a question, Sherman, because we were both in Vegas over this past weekend. Did you go on social media at all?
No, I stayed away from it. I didn't post anything until today, matter of fact, because I don't like posting anything while I'm gone. I don't like going, hey, everybody come to my house and steal everything. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I didn't do any of that.
Well, I am not on social media at all on vacation because I'm too busy living life. I'm having too much fun. And I learned so much interesting stuff from this weekend on social media alone and phones. Let me just give you an example. So we were talking to a guy who worked at the Cosmo, and we got into the story or talking about clubs. You know, we don't go to clubs at all. And he's all, yeah, clubs are going to be going out anyway. They're on that path. And we're like, why? And he goes, people don't spend money anymore at clubs. They're not spending the money like they used to. What are you talking about? Because people are all there. They're too busy taking photos of themselves and uploading to social media, so they've seen their numbers go down. They're not just selling the stuff anymore. So he said down the road, it's just going to, and they'll eventually get slower. People won't go anymore, and then they're going to be closing. It's pretty interesting.
Because they're just on their phone all the time?
On their phone, taking pictures, wanting to show people that they're living the life, but they're not actually living the life because they're too busy just taking pictures.
Look at me.
That's all it is. Now, speaking of that, great story. We're at the pool at Cosmo in Vegas. Not at the big club pool, but the regular adult pool. And as we're sitting there, me and my friend, we're having a great time. We meet some people from Wisconsin who are there. We meet a bunch of women from San Diego who are there. We're having this big conversation, just getting to know people, strangers. And then I watch this couple come in the pool. They're probably mid-30s, mid to early 30s. No joke, Sherm. They walk into the pool with their phones. They are a couple. They walk into the deep end with their phones, standing face to face, shoulder to shoulder, kind of, not talking to each other at all. We are watching this in absolute amazement. They are just on their phones, typing away, not even saying a word.
In the pool?
In the pool. And I thought maybe they're doing something for, social media. Then
Their podcast.
They eventually take a picture of each other. They look up and they take a picture, go right back down to posting it, both on their phones. They are not talking to each other the whole time. And I said, look at this. I said, my friend, I said, this is the destruction of the world right here. The destruction. Then, so interesting. I think you'll probably see this too, because this will hit home for you. As I come home from the vacation, my daughter, I see my family, give them all big hugs. And my daughter goes, Dad, I met the coolest girl this weekend. I said, really? What'd you guys meet? And she goes, well, there's like, how there's dating apps? There's dating apps for friends now, where you can just look for friends. Now.
Dating app for friends.
You know, on a dating app, you go and you try to match, based on, dating. You could do the same thing for friends now, people looking for friends. And she starts telling me this. Now, my gut instinct, my gut reaction when I heard this, I said, oh, this has got to be for losers. People who have, can't meet people, right?
Or somebody just trying to steal money. That just seems like a flag to me.
That's what initially I thought of. But then as I'm listening, I didn't say that, but as I'm listening to her, she starts telling me, she goes, no. She goes, it's really popular among people now and kids. And she goes, you go, you put your music likes, what you want to do. And she goes, I've met some great people on this thing. This is like the world we live in. And I sat there and I thought for a second. I said, the reason why this is so popular now is because these kids are on their phones so much, they don't have time to meet people. They're not out actually meeting. So now they're having to use their phones
to
actually meet people, to meet another human being and to go connect. It's crazy what's going on. And she said, Kayla, this is not for weirdos. This isn't for people who just can't have any friends. She goes, no, Dad, it's a thing now. It's like a dating app. People my age are using this to meet, just, hey, I'm looking for a girlfriend to go shopping or to go TJ Maxx. I like doing this. I like doing that. She met a great friend. She met this girl and she goes, yeah, we hang out.
Who would have thought that the 1993 movie Lawnmower Man would be true? It's like everything's...
I'm serious.
Everything's
so you watch. Your son would probably... I guess it's a thing these guys are doing. They're meeting people, guys and girls, on this friend... It's like the dating app for friends.
We tell our son all the time to go out. Like, you haven't gone anywhere.
That right there is the reason why they're on this, because they don't go out and do anything.
Go do something. I don't know.
It's insane.
Did you see anybody? Oh, we might hang out this weekend. Really? You haven't hung out with anybody since 19. 2019.
It's like Hinge and Bumble and all this stuff for friends. Just for friends.
No, I tried to stay away from all that. And maybe that's because we're a little bit older, we're in our 40s, so...
I'm glad I am, because I was living. I was having fun. I was having a blast. I don't have time to take pictures. I'm living. I got a good memory. I can remember all this crap.
I won't get into the whole story about this because I want to bring it up here in about a half hour or so, but I was at the epicenter of people on their phone, and that is Sphere in Las Vegas. That is the epicenter. I purposely did not use it during the show because I want to watch the show. That was the whole point.
You gotta live.
But everybody is just videoing the entire show. Walking in, you couldn't even get in. It was you're all cattle trying to get in, but nobody's watching where they're going because they're all trying to video the Sphere at the same time they're walking in. Katie and I are just getting angry, just trying to get into Sphere to go see this concert in Las Vegas over the weekend. But that right there, that was just the tip of the iceberg. That is the epicenter. If you don't like people on their phone, no, I don't know if you want to go there.
Don't go.
Don't. I even said that. I think I posted on.
It's
on
probably
social media
every artist's worst nightmare is performing. Like you heard, Paul Rogers said that. I hate when people are yawning or on their phones.
I posted. That was on my personal social media page though. I shot a video inside Sphere. It was after the show, and I said, "This is really all I've videoed." I go, don't be that person and just stays on your phone the entire time when you're at the show because you have to experience the show. You can't just be on the phone.
Live life.
Yeah.
You can find out you can see any picture of anything on social media or Google. You just live life. Have fun.
Yeah. You want to FaceTime later?
Okay.
The Sherman and Tingle Show. Mornings on 97.1 FM The Drive, Chicago's classic rock.